made it. Can you imagine the look on McGonagall's face if we were late? That was bloody brilliant.
Oh, thank you for that assessment, Mr. Weasley.
What's up, YouTube? Let me get my headphones in. We always make this mistake. Hello and welcome back to episode number 5 of our Pokemon Potterlock. Oh, feels like a hot minute since I've been having a little recording session, and goodness me, I've missed it. Thank you so much to everyone that is keeping up with the 10 likes per video. I'm astounded that we've maintained it. We're 5 episodes in, at least 10 likes on every one. So we are expecting that. I'm not going to do it this time. You're probably getting bored of it. So anyway, thank you to everyone that was very forgiving of the shenanigans of the previous episode. Hopefully the I put it. Hopefully you were entertained by the way that we went about rectifying that little problem. As you could see from the beginning of the episode, we have had some grinding done. Some increases to levels have been done. We're going to have a little team recap. But first off, if you are not subscribed, if you're enjoying the series, if you're enjoying me, if you're enjoying the mistakes, whatever it might be, please beat the living hell out of that subscribe button and join the Bakeover so you don't miss any of the Potterlock action. Right, anyway, no, we were about to do a team recap Bakeout. Here we go. So we start off with Nargle with Shield Dust, preventing those added effects. Nature is Lax, so we have a Sliver in here. Those are the stats. We got Tackle, Confusion, not currently usable, Poison Sting, and Gust, which we just learned, which I wasn't expecting at level 13, but that was lovely. We will have access to Confusion. beyond my current confusion, if and when we beat the next gym. So that's lovely. So there we go, that's Nargle. Next up, we have the newest member of the team, who is Punsk, named after one of our commenters, one of the people enjoying the series. Thank you, Punsk, for commenting, for liking the video, for just the conversation that we've been having. And I've been in various conversations with people commenting, which has been lovely. It's like having friends. I'm joking. No, I have friends. That's the bit I'm joking about. But that's been lovely. So please keep those nickname suggestions coming. Again, if you want something to be named after you, and you want it to be either this mon or a certain house, please just say. I've got other things written on my list of certain people that have asked for specific lines or things like that. So keep those suggestions coming in, and also for suggestions that have to do with the Harry Potter series and would suit certain lines of Pokemon. So yes, we've got Punsk, our female Magnetric with Tackle, Thunder Wave, which we're going to delete as soon as possible because as a Hufflepuff, she can never use it, unfortunately. Yes, I know, it's a shame. But you do have Static, so I don't think you will be needing it, so we will get rid of that soon. Also, Leer and Howl. So that is our Magnetric, which I was very glad to get. Next up, we have the very rude, the very sassy, the very naughty Hedwig, the Pidgey. Level 17, the ability is Keen Eye, preventing that loss of accuracy. She missing nothing. She missing nothing. He missing nothing. You got Sand Attack, Tackle, Gust, and Quick Attack. All usable as a Slytherin. Lovely jubbly. That in case you're interested in the beauty contest stuff. Next up, we've got definitely the sass master, the arrogance, the attitude of the team. You heard. You heard. We have Pansy Parkinson, the Roselia, careful nature, natural cure, heals upon switching out. Rocking, Poison Sting, Growth, Mega Drain, which still can't be used, much to my grinding annoyance, but we will get access to that after this gym, if we win. And Stun Spore, which we do have access to. So that is our team. We have access to no more encounters. We have grinded. I don't want to grind too much more. As we've explored the town, I showed the highlights in the previous video. We got Quick Claw, there was that trade of Plusle for a Pichu, which make a point of saying, if we do Clash of Plusle, I'd rather have a Raichu than a Plusle, so worth bearing in mind. And we have HM01, which I can't remember, I think he's Rock Smash in this game, judging by the cave. I haven't actually checked. But the first thing I'm going to do is buy some potions, because I need them. I will need them, I believe. I'm going to get 5. Let me quickly check my balls, as it is healthy to do from time to time, because you never want to get into a situation where you haven't checked your balls in what feels like forever, and one thing leads to another, and you encounter a wild Articuno, and you have nothing to catch it with. So, so we're definitely going to need more Pokeballs after this gym, but we should get some money for this gym to do said buying, said purchases. So maybe we should just, oh, there were super potions here. I'm an idiot. I don't think we needed them. Maybe we just grab a couple more potions, because you never know. You never darn did know. I hope everything's recording. If it's not, I'll just cry, and that'll be a lot more party banter that will be coming as narration. Good job you gave the Pokemon voices last week, eh, Makeup? Yeah. Am I fully healed? It never helps to double check. So we're just going to go to the gym, and we're going to give it our best shot. Now there is a little story I was going to tell though. First of all, shout out to everyone that's answered the question of the day. I'm on such a Harry Potter geek fest at the moment. I'm still watching all my Harry Potter lore YouTube theory videos, and I've just watched the first 2 Fantastic Beasts again. Yeah, I'm just so geeked out on it at the moment, completely. So it was interesting reading all the feedback of your favourite characters. Hermione, Lupin, Dumbledore, Luna all came out. All really interesting ones. Liked that very much. I also have a deal going with, apologies in advance if I say this name wrong, you can set me right in the comments, Cricky. Who I was talking with about, they read the books in Dutch, and they've been talking to me about the Dutch translations for some of the names or spells and things like that, and they have told me they have put down the Dutch translations for the house, the founders of the houses, so Salazar, Slytherin, etc. And I'm going to attempt them. Not now. I haven't had a chance to look at it properly in practice, but I will try. So shout out to you, my friends. Also shout out to Alex, who was the first ever person to be watching my playthroughs when I started my Crystal run. So big up Alex, special place in my heart, as there is for everyone that is following this series, who recently broke both of her arms. Goodness gracious, I'm falling off your bike, I believe. So I'm very sorry about that. So we all wish Alex a very speedy recovery. And I mentioned to Alex in my retort that I broke both my arms at the same time once, and I will tell the story. But first, let us. I have talked a lot. Let us dive into the gym. Now, let us remember that Slytherins cannot lead into the battle in any of these battles. That was great English. Cannot lead into any of these battles. So we have to lead with Punsk. The only last thing I wanted to check, is cut. Can Punsk alone cut? No. Okay. Right, never mind. Right, so here we go, guys. We are officially taking on our first gym. If you're excited, hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, or just send me good luck comments, because I need it. Right. Calm yourself, Baker. Kapang! Fight me. Don't take our gym trainers lightly. I'll show you why we're better. Will you? Well, come on then, if you think you're hard enough. Show me why you are better for being a gym trainer. Operator Josh. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to Josh. A butterfree! A free! You are butterfree! Cool. What shall we do with you? I believe herbal. I need to stop going into that. Same song. Right, let's gust you. No, I think Nargle can be of assistance here. Right. Okay, we outspeed, which I wasn't sure about. Okay. We are risking crit skits. Oh, we outspeed. Yeah, we are really risking crit skits. Okay, I think we're good. Unless it's a speed tie. Yeah. That was perhaps a little riskier than... Yeah. Yeah. Or the previous one could have been a high roll, and then that wasn't a Tuco, and then I would have really been annoyed. But Punsk takes the first victory of the first battle of the first gym of the first Potterlock. Well done, Nargle. You were too good for me. I was. I believe there's only... Is there two? And then the boss? Yes. So I'm playing no games, guys. I never played no games. I refuse. I have never played a game before in my life. And I'm going to go and heal between every battle, because you can't stop me. That's basically the theory. Does seem to be recording. Lovely. Right. Healing me up. Nursey. No. So yes, the story how I broke my arms. So this was 3 or 4 years ago. I took a job for a company called TUI, which are holiday destinations. Many of you may recognise, and they have a specific department specifically for their entertainment team, and that's been a lot of my jobs. It's been hotels and bars and holiday parks and things like that, working on show teams as a singer. So I took a job with them with the idea that I was going to be flying out to, I can't even remember where I was meant to be going. I'd have to double check. Somewhere abroad. Somewhere. But anyway, point being, the idea was if you can't beat me, you don't stand a chance against Roxanne. I'm glad I didn't do this as a double battle, because that could have ended badly for us like the first one did. Oh, our poor babies. Hamilton and Madame Maxime, you were far too young. Operator Tommy would like to... Okay. Yeah. Alright. Okay. I don't really want to switch into anything. Not really. It does have at least static to you. How much does tackle do? Am I going to say should have hound? No. I hate multi-turn attack moves. If I haven't mentioned it yet, my crystal run, let's just put it this way, the majority of bad stuff that has happened to me during my crystal playthrough has been because of multi-turn attack moves, getting 5 counts from fury attacks and the such like. So I have fear of them. Oh, okay. I'm going to go straight into Pansy and Stun Spore, because I'm playing games waiting for you to get staticked. I'm glad I'm at the levels I'm at. I really am. Oh yeah, as well, if you're in the UK, appreciation for... it's been so hot here the last week or so. And I love the heat if I'm on a beach, but I'm not going to a beach during a pandemic. And when you can't go out and do anything, it's just not worth it. But it rained in my area for literally 15 minutes. I may even pop the video into this video. and I just had to die. I had to run out into it, and oh, it was heaven. It was heaven. I felt that drizzle. Yes, I did. Right, okay. What shall we do? Should we just pause this thing here? I don't know how much it's going to do. It's not bad. It's not bad. I will take it. I will have one. One of those will be mine. So, took this job, and the idea was meant to be 8 weeks of rehearsals. We were rehearsing in London, and basically it was loads of different teams of 4, all going to different hotels and different branches owned by TUI. We were all learning the same 5 or 6 shows, and just went to different places. But you all rehearsed together, and you worked in your like one big room where you learned all the choreography, all the singing, blah blah blah, and you had like a week per show. So, I'd started rehearsals. We'd done 2 weeks of rehearsals. I'd learned 2 shows with my team, and we started learning a new show which was to do with clowning, which is like slapstick comedy. Here in the UK, think Fawlty Towers and Fools and Horses and that sort of quite over the top at times. Basil Fawlty's probably the best example of it. But yeah, slapstick, like so a circus, very over the top, and villainry is my thing, as I've mentioned, but I do enjoy that stuff. And my problem is I throw myself kind of sometimes unwisely into it. Like I like to do my own stunts, and sometimes I've been guilty of feeling invincible because I've done something once and been absolutely fine. So anyway, basically I did for reasons that were more obvious in the sketch, basically it was 2 clowns who were trying to be superheroes, and I decided to demonstrate this by trying to pretend to fly and then fall to the ground. And my idea, we have literally just wiped the floor with this Kyogre as well, by the way. Like Pansy there's reason for the attitude. Okay, now we're going to toff it. That was crit! That was a critical hit! So yeah, I decided to show this by, my idea was, I wanted to dive through the air, put my arms out, but like if that's standing, I wanted to go into like a dive and roll through it, which is something that I've done dozens of times. It's not particularly hard of a trick. It just looks quite fancy. But I dove too high, to the point where if I'd have tucked, then I would have come down too hard on my neck, and I just had this like in mid-air, like life slowed down for a moment. 420 experience, knife, taking out a Kyogre. Look at you, Pansy. Well, you've got some potential. I've got more than potential, my son. That you dare insult me like that. Oh dear, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Okay, we might be in the middle of a tear, but so what? My rock Pokemon need room to rampage. I wasn't ready for your rampage, though, my son. I was not ready for this. I was not ready! Engineer Mark with the Metang. Sure. Fine. Just fine. Come on. Oh! Didn't know that clear, but not gonna lie. Did not know. Did not know. Oh, and there's the static though, nice. That was Howler instead. So I had this kind of split-second decision in there of like, right, either I do what the normal thing would be to do, which is to roll into it safely through your neck. But I knew I was so high that if I fell wrong, and it wasn't the best floor to be, it wasn't matted or anything. And I was like, if I do that, then I may come down too hard on my neck and really mess it up. And then in my head I was like, or just take the full brunt of it and fall on your arms. And that is what, in that split second, I decided to do. Fell completely, arms took the complete brunt of it on a hard floor. And I didn't feel it for 4 hours. Like, I felt it, I was like, oh, bloody hell, that hurt. But I carried on with the performance for another 10 minutes, and then carried on rehearsals for other bits and bobs for the next couple of hours, and then went to dinner. And then it wasn't until the evening when I'm going to heal. I'm going to heal. Before I get too distracted and something awful happens. Hally-ho! There we go. It was in the evening and we were watching another one of the group. Every couple of nights a group was asked to come and perform something for everyone else as kind of like a demonstration of how to do it well. So it was during that and we were watching this performance. And every time a song would finish and I was going to clap, it was getting harder and harder to raise my hands. And I got to a point where they came to the interval, and I went outside with a lot of other people to get a drink and all that jazz, some fresh air, and tried to take my hoodie off because it was hot. And I got to about here, and I was like, I'm stuck. I was literally stuck, and I had to like turn to my mate who was next to me. And I was like, mate, I'm stuck. Who obviously in typical banter form did exactly what I'd have done, and took the mick, thinking that it wasn't that big a deal, or I was just messing around. Murkrow, I love Murkrow. That's a top 5 mon, or a top 10 mon. Either him or Honchkrow is definitely top 5. Debatable. Do I stay in? I think so. Yes, let's stay in. Yes, let's stay. Yeah, so got completely stuck. He had to help me, and I was like, bloody hell, this is bad. But me being the optimist was like, I'll be fine in the morning, let me sleep on it. Went to bed, woke up, couldn't move. Well, couldn't, and my arms had no strength at all. Nothing. I had to get my foot, like my arms were stuck like this, essentially. And I had to like move like this to get my phone, and I'm there typing away. It looked a picture to someone to come and help me, who did, got taken to hospital and got told, yeah, you've broken both your arms in the same place, there and there, at the same time. So that took me out of work for, oh, what are you learning? Quick attack, nice, nice! Let's get rid of Thunderwave now. So yeah, and yeah, went to hospital, found out I broke my arms, obviously couldn't continue with 6 weeks of rehearsal, and got sent home, and they put one arm in a cast and they put one in a sling, and they said technically we should cast them both, but if we do, you're going to have even less movement possibility. So we'll cast one arm and we'll sling the other, so you have at least some movement. But it was I don't know if you've ever had both your arms out of action for 3-4 months. I had quite quick recovery time, to be fair. But yeah, that was hell. I will insert pictures if I can find them.
I believe I can.
So yeah, that's my story of breaking my arm. So that brings me very neatly to probably quite a grim question of the day. But have you broken anything? Like, and again, if it's a story to do with something that brings back bad mental things that aren't good for your mental health to revisit, then by all means, please, I apologise for that. And you know, obviously, don't talk about anything you're not comfortable about. But if you have a story of just an accident or something that was your own fault, or something that you don't mind talking about, I'd be interested to hear that. Just if there's a story with it, because I consider that quite a good story to be able to tell. But why am I going this way again? Of how I broke my arms. So yeah, I'd love to know that. Well, have you ever had an injury that bad? And if you're willing to tell me about it, if there's an interesting story. Right, story time is over. We have reached our first gym leader. I'm going to apologise. In fact, I say this before I even give it much thought about if I'm going to do it or not. But if I do attempt it, then to anyone Scottish, I severely apologise for my Scottish accent, which I have been assured is awful by many Scottish people that I've worked with. But nonetheless, we have to start. We have to lead in with Punsk. So wish us luck, guys. Wish us luck. Wish us luck. I am a gym leader so that I may apply what I learned at the Pokemon Trainer School in battle, when I was teaching Transfiguration at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Have you been paying attention to class, Mr. Potter? Or Mr. Baker, should I say? Don't be so adept into the film, you idiot. Would you kindly demonstrate how you battle, and with which Pokemon? Yes, I think that's better. Don't do what you can't do, Baker. Rich Kid, Professor McGonagall would like to battle, and starting off big with a gold duck. Nice, okay. Right, let's see how we do. What shall we do? I think I want to Leer. I like those stat strats. As a tail whip, you great minds think alike, Professor McGonagall. You clearly taught me well. There we go. Yeah, probably should have howled, actually, for the setup. Maybe I still will. In fact, no, my defences have been lowered a lot now that I don't sure how comfortable I feel doing that. But are you about to use confusion? Is another question I would like the answer to. Let's go into Hedwig. Come on, Hedwig, you're up. You're up and dandy. Perhaps I could turn you, Mr. Weasley, into a pocket watch. That way maybe one of you might be on time. I've always wanted to use that spell. That's my favourite moment for Professor McGonagall. Yeah, so let's go with secondary question of the day. If first one doesn't apply to you, your favourite moment in the Harry Potter franchise. So we talked about favourite characters, obviously, but what is a moment that you find either the funniest or just the most intense? That's probably one of my funniest moments, is McGonagall doing that. Other than that, I really, maybe I'm biased because of the story I told about auditioning for it, but I love the flashback stuff with Tom Riddle. You did Gus me, did you? You did do that to me, and it's a quick attack. Yeah, so are there any major parts of the film that you relate to, or that are your favourite parts, or even bits that you really didn't like, especially if you've read the books and you might think. So for me, the comparison of books to films, it's the Goblet of Fire that does the least justice for the amount of stuff it leaves out. So yeah, I would love to know that. Highlight some of your favourite moments in the franchise, whether it be for humour or things that you related to the most. My mum always gets quite emotional over the Buckbeak stuff because she likes anything to do with the magical creatures. Tell you one thing I'm getting more excited for. Oh, Chin Chow. Yeah, goodbye, Hedwig. Your work is done. Yeah, I can't swap. Yeah. Yeah, because that rule doesn't start until after we get this this badge, or this Horcrux, or this spell, however we're going to do it, where we can only switch for Pokemon of a similar house, of the same house. Just quick attack up, level 16. Okay. This hasn't been too bad. But yeah, as I was saying, in the Fantastic Beasts films, just I'll tell you one thing, if you've read the books, you know one thing they hype up so much more than in the films is the duel between Dumbledore and Grindelwald. And I'm saying that duel just better be, like, amazing. It has to be. And it better not be rushed. Give me half an hour. Give me half an hour of that film literally being a duel. You can have cutaway moments where you're showing other people in the area and how they're reacting to it. But, like, do not rush that. Give that time and have it be this epic duel. So excited for that. Grindelwald as well has just grown on me. So, like I was saying, my favourite character is Voldemort. And I didn't really express why, but it's more to do with, like, the layers of the character. Like, if you know the books and you know more about his history and how he was conceived of the love potion and how he goes from being Tom Riddle and using charm to realising that he can just use force. I just think it's it's an interesting journey. But Grindelwald is a different beast entirely, because he's a politician, essentially. Like, what he wants is very different to what Voldemort wanted. And I'm just going to say straight up, and if it's a problem, fair enough. Like, absolutely fair enough. But Johnny Depp support all the way. And that's completely unbiased of the fact that I admire him as an actor and love so many of the parts he's played. Johnny Depp support. For being a man that was lied about, and yeah, we're not going to get into that. But love Grindelwald, such a good character. So it's the next minifigure that I want to add to my collection. I don't have a Harry Potter one. I want a Voldemort one, and I want a Dementor one, and I think I really want a Grindelwald one as well. But then again, that's when I have money to spare. The most ones I have are presents. So one day, maybe one day more, I will get a figure of Grindelwald. And Voldemorty and Dementor, lol. Right, I think we have managed to get through the majority of this battle rather unscathed. Crit dead. Thank goodness for Punsk. Shout out to you, my friend. Well done. You have brought a lot to the team, to the squad. Oh, if I got fully paralysed there, that was bad. Didn't think of that. Right! Woo! So, I lost. It seems that I still have much to learn. I understand. The Ministry of Magic and Hogwarts rules state that trainers are to be given this if they defeat a teacher. Or gym leader, because they're not all going to be teachers. Please accept the official Pokemon League Stone Badge. Oh, baby, we got it. We got ourselves a Horcrux. Boom! Ka-pow. The Stone Badge heightens the attack power of your Pokemon. It also enables them to use the HM move Cut outside of battle. Please, take this with you too. I'm not sure if these are going to be randomized or not. Can't remember. We'll see. Rock Tomb! Is it Rock Tomb, though? Not that anyone can learn it, because only Ravenclaws can learn TMs, and we have none. It is Rock Tomb. Just out of interest, I would like to know. Yeah. Excellent. Right, so that is the first gym down, guys. So that officially takes us into Chapter 2. From this point on, now we can use special moves again. So we get access to Mega Drain, etc., Confusion. So that is one thing that is going to be game-changing for us. However, on the other side of the coin, we can no longer... I don't know who this is. Get out of my way! Ah, it's the Ministry. Who are you? Wait! Please! Don't take my goods! Okay, looks like that's where we're going next episode. Alright. What was I saying? I've completely forgotten. Go with heal. Yes, that was it. So, from now on, for any trainer battle, this does not count for wild Pokemon, but any trainer battle, from now until the Elite Four, we cannot switch Pokemon out for a Pokemon from a different house. The only way we could switch is via, if we had access to, again, I don't even know if these moves are in the game, but Volt Switch and Baton Pass. If we get Roared or Whirlwinded, that's fine. If Pokemon dies, obviously that's a free switch, but that's it. So if we, for example, if we go into a trainer battle now with Punsk at the top, we can't switch. That's just it, he's in until we win or he dies. These guys can switch freely, these Slytherins, but that's it. So, that is going to really change a lot. So, I'm a little scared. But, we have our first gym badge. It was a rocky start, but I think we're going to start to crawl our way out now. Hopefully, very soon, next episode, we'll get one or two nice encounters. Please let me know if I've missed anything, by the way. Because, again, I only record an episode at a time. And that will stay this case as long as I can. And like, again, one day it may come to a situation with work where I may have to start doing bulks of 2, but generally I don't even want to do that because I like putting an episode out, seeing your feedback, seeing your reaction, and then going into a next recording knowing what that was. So I will keep that up as long as I can. So yeah, hopefully for the next episode we will get a couple of juicy encounters. But yeah, let me know if I've missed anything or if there's anything to be on the lookout that we're about to come to, hidden items and all that jazz. Questions of the day: have you broke anything? Have you had any injuries that you don't mind sharing? If it's an okay story to share, I'd love to know about it. Not to kind of schadenfreude you there, isn't it? I don't want to laugh at your expense, but you can laugh at mine, that's fine. And what is your favourite moment from the Harry Potter, either the films or the books? Just a moment that you find significant for either it's funny to you, or you connected with you personally, or you just think it's an awesome moment, whether it's a duel or a bit of Parseltongue going on, or whatever it might be. If you're not subscribed, please make sure you join the Bakeover. Hit that like button if you want that 60-minute extravaganza for episode 10. We are on track so far. But most importantly, remember that every single one of us are mad here.